Thank you very much for all being here. I want to thank Tom McCarthy, the president of the county council, Janet Herron, also for being here. President Harold Bimble, and two of my lead investigators, two of the top detectives for the Bridgeport Police Department. Today, it's a great day. It's a happy day in the city of Bridgeport. Back in November 12th, approximately 10:30 in the evening, family was having a Sweet 16 party over at the Sportivo Club, 2500 Park Avenue. And at some point, a group of individuals walked into the party, and a melee, for lack of a better word, ensued. As a result, we began to get 911 calls, shots fired, and we discovered at that time, five gunshot victims. So we're taken to local hospitals, and they all survived. The next day, we discovered there was one more. So actually, there were six altogether. That person also is doing fine. Detective Bureau did a tremendous amount of work on this case. Great attention to detail work, and they were able to secure two warrants at this time. One of the warrants is actually, the two warrants are for juveniles. Juvenile number one is a 15-year-old male, was arrested today on the warrant. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't arrested today. It was arrested on the 9th, on January 9th. The other individual was arrested today. He's 17 years old, and they were all charged with carrying a pistol without a permit, unlawful discharge of a firearm, criminal intent of assault in the first degree, reckless endangerment in the first degree, breach of peace in the second degree, horrible acts of violence in the city of Bridgeport that are not going to be condoned. This is a good community. We have good people. We have God-fearing people, and by the grace of God, that nobody passed, nobody died that day. This community shall not tolerate these acts, and we are committed. We, the Bridgeport Police Department, these detectives, the best of the best, second to none, will not allow this to occur in the city of Bridgeport. So if you have any intentions of shooting somebody, go do it somewhere else. We're not going to tolerate it in Bridgeport. I'd like to have the president of the common council, Tom McCarthy, say a couple words.
Thank you, Chief. So the phone call you get is the one you dread the most, is the phone call that there's shots fired and it's in a group of children that are celebrating a Sweet 16, trying to have a good night, being positive in the city of Bridgeport. And then you hear that phone call and there's dread, and you get 5 and 6 people shot. And on one hand, that's an awful tragedy. On the other hand, you're lucky that out of all those shots that rang out, nobody was hurt very seriously. And so you say a prayer of thanks for that, but then you get mad and you get enraged that how dare someone come and do that in our city? How dare someone attack these sweet innocent children that are just trying to celebrate a Sweet 16? And so I want to say a thank you to the chief, to the police department, to the detective bureau in particular. We are thrilled. This is our council district. Jeanette Herron and I are the council people in the 133rd. This is our district, and we treasure the safety of our district very strongly. And I know that's held by all the council members in the city of Bridgeport. And we thank the Bridgeport Police Department for getting on this, for investigating it very quickly, and making sure that they very quickly and effectively got the assailants, and we're putting them under arrest, and we're going to make them see justice. But more importantly, it sends a message out to the entire city, to the entire area, that you cannot do these sorts of crimes in the city of Bridgeport. We will get you, we will come after you, and the Bridgeport Police Department has the full and confident support of the City Council in Bridgeport, and we have funded 2 new police classes. We are in the process of making sure we rebuild this police department to the capacity it needs to be, but also we want to know that we stand united. We stand united against these outrageous crimes, and that we will stand together in making sure that those who do the crimes pay. An aside quick note: it is sad that when you see the ages of the people who are pulling the trigger, it makes you think a little bit about their home lives and things like that. But But I wanna also say that it doesn't matter what your age is, what matters is how you live your life. And it matters that if you pull a trigger on a gun and you're a young kid, you will face a penalty. And so we wanna make sure that kids understand that there's a better way in their life, there's hope in their life, there's a better path than going down the path of violence. Thank you.
Janet, can you come up with-
Hi, Jeanette Herron, City Councilwoman, 133rd District. That evening, we heard the shots from our house. I immediately called Chief A.J. Perez and called Tom McCarthy. We heard the police cars, we heard the ambulances, and it was a tragedy, knowing that that club had that violent act on a Sweet 16. I personally know the members of that club. I was mortified. But people in this community have to understand, we are not gonna tolerate this nonsense in our community. Nowhere in this city. If you're gonna come here to create a problem, you're gonna get caught. This detective bureau, this chief, this police department is probably one of the best around. They are doing a tremendous job and we support them 110%. So just remember, don't come to our community and do this. You're going to get caught.